Let's bump them in. Roy, Kennix, and Robert MacFarlane. 2 peas in a pot. It's so good to get both of you here together because I've been just following you over the years and how you have come up with the concept of bringing affordable housing, quality, brand new housing stock into East Fort Myers, Dunbar area. It is long overdue. I've been around for a long time, and from what I can see, as far as for sale units, this is going to be the largest development of for sale units in this area, say in the last 50 years. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
And for sale is very important. Let's start with you, Robert. The whole concept of owning your own townhouse in the Dunbar community, building that wealth, an asset like that really excites you, right?
Yes, it really does. I was brought up extremely poor. Great, a lot of love, but very, very poor. And I understand when you have an underserved community. And this housing will provide stability, virtually instant wealth when someone moves in because they're going to purchase a home for less than its normal cost to develop. And lastly, and very important, they'll have down payment assistance. And the down payment assistance will provide for most of the down payment.
What is there about private and public development initiatives that make this seem to take so long to get to where it is today?
It does take a long time. Yes, it takes a long time and a lot of expenses. We're fortunate that we do have government that cares for the Dunbar community. I mean, we have someone like Councilman Streets, who's been a councilman for years, wonderful human being. He cares. And we have that kind of support. So in this particular case, someone is going to be able to buy a home for less than what it costs to develop with little or no down payment, and the house is worth more than what they paid for it. Now, what did the city provide? They provided a great deal. We essentially purchased the land for $1. So
That's
now
not bad.
we don't have a transfer of cost on the land to the buyer. The city omitted their permit fees and the county their impact fees. So if you stop and think, if no one was going to build there anyway, the land would stay vacant and they wouldn't collect permit and impact fees anyway. So that is completed, and the city is providing $10,000 down payment assistance to the first 71 buyers. Those buyers will need to be 80% of the average median income. So it is intended to build wealth in a very good community. And by the way, I may be getting a little off the subject. The community there is wonderful. I have met many, with your great help, Mr. Kennix, pastors, ministers that are there and helping all the time.
And I'm going to come back to you because I've read where once this becomes a success, you have your visions on developing a lot more in the underserved communities, and we will appreciate that from you. Roy, kind of bring us up to speed on Toll's Garden. What is it, and what is the current state of Toll's Garden?
Well, the current state of Toll's Garden is it's at a point now where it's getting close to being ready to go. Okay, and it is now in the final stages of permitting, and that includes city permitting, as well as especially Southwest Florida Water Management. And Bob may want to just comment on that a little bit. Now, I'm happy to state to you that from a location at 2774 First Street, FJ Services, Sales and Marketing, and Toll's Gardens are in the process right now of working with prospective homeowners to secure pre-qualification. And that includes providing assistance. We have a sales and marketing staff, homeownership counseling individuals who can, as well as the banking community. We have about 4 to 8 banks that are working very closely with us. They're helping
Okay.
individuals to understand what they need to do to access the down payment assistance, development subsidies. This is taking place right now. And I can tell you that the response from the community has been just substantial, and one might even characterize it as being almost overwhelming.
So we got 140 units that will be going up, and I think they're 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms
Yes, exactly.
for sale townhouses. And we're looking at some images of that flashing on the screen right now, and it just looks like it is first class. Robert, is that something that you really wanted to make sure that you and FJ Products and Services and all that you put high quality in the community?
Yes, indeed. First of all, excuse me, very fortunate to work with FJ Services because they're here, they've been here for a long time, and they do serve the community. In terms of the housing itself, the housing will be built under what they call PACE standards. That is, the housing will be built so they're very energy efficient,
Okay.
wind resistant. So in this particular manner, it will help the buyer. So if the buyer were to purchase a home, and let us say it's $20,000 less than its normal cost to build, because again, the free land, the permit impact fee, it is energy efficient, a very strong home, well built, well designed, and with these special funds, if they wanted to, they could reduce the immediate price of the house, say another $40,000. Now, they do that portion, they do repay back. They pay it back, it's on their tax bill over the next 20 years. But still, if the house cost normally $200,000 to build, and it's now $180,000, our actual, take from that $180,000, take $40,000. I'm now down to $140,000.
But you still have that equity.
Yes, and then
Right.
they have down payment assistance.
Right.
So it could be in there for $115,000 on a house that would cost $200,000 to build.